Hey everyone, today we are reading about the missing moms, Veronica Butler, Jillian Kelley. Veronica was the one that was in a custody dispute. The other was a pastor's wife who was going to support Veronica, and Veronica was picking up her kids. So she was driving, well, they were driving to rural Oklahoma. Looks like they were in Eva, Oklahoma, which is near the Kansas border. And their car was found on the side of the road about 3 miles from their destination. So not far at all. They almost made it there. I've heard the ex of Veronica had recently got out of prison, is my understanding. And some people are saying, I'm not sure, maybe you guys know this, that he was in rehab at the time, so it couldn't have been him. But, other people are saying, well, he could have put somebody else up to it. I also don't know who they were picking the children up from. So there's a lot in there that, um, who else was involved, right? Meaning, who were they going to meet with that day? Who were they having issues with? It's very rural where car was found, very rural. So police are saying they believe foul play. Unfortunately, there must have been something in the car that is making them feel that way. So I wish that wasn't the case. We're just going to do our usual reading of foul play, left on their own, suicide, natural passing, or an accident, the 5 ways people disappear. And then we'll go on and ask about it being someone they knew, a custody dispute, kind of what happened, that sort of thing. I'm just going to throw another card in there of someone. I want to ask, was it someone they knew that was involved in their disappearance? But I also want to ask, was someone they knew involved in being behind that if it was a stranger? So anyway, let's get reading and see what we get. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask about foul play in the case of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley and see what we get here. Foul play card. Veronica Butler. This is the Knight of Wands. That is a young guy. Sometimes this card can stand for a searcher, ironically. Looks like they're out in the middle of nowhere. I do feel like there may have been a man behind this. Let me go into that and see. And he may be searching for them as we speak, or pretending to. Let me ask a little bit more about that. Tell me more about this person I'm seeing. More about this person I am seeing. This Knight of Wands. More about this man who's popped in here. Well, the Knight of Wands makes things disappear, doesn't he? This isn't good. There's the devil and 2 people chained together with the devil over them. Don't love the cards. Don't love the cards. I do feel like this person had issues. These often are addiction issues. Made the ladies disappear, so that's never a good situation. Had bad intentions from the beginning. Wanted to make them disappear. I'm going to pop into, was this somebody they knew? Let me see about this being someone they knew. Either of the ladies. Was this someone either of those ladies knew? It was a man, and I feel like it was a man they knew. And we got the wand before, now we have it again. A man they knew. Okay. I'm just going to ask Veronica knew or Jillian knew. Was this someone Veronica knew? Someone Veronica knew. That this definitely can be couple trouble. So when I say that, I mean could be an ex, somebody you had an issue with and you split up with, right? These two are going through a hard time. So I hate to say it, but it's pointing me in that direction. A man Veronica had a hard time with, went through a hard time with. Um, Now, again, I'm going back to, was he in rehab or was he directly the person who did that? Did he put someone else up to doing this? So I still am seeing a spin of a person that Veronica was having trouble with. Doesn't look good. Let's just ask, was the ex behind it? I know everybody's asking this. Was the ex behind this? And he was just getting out of, like, was it prison or rehab or I don't know, maybe both? I mean, it just doesn't sound good. And I don't know if I have a name for him. Was the ex, Veronica's ex, behind their disappearance? Yeah, see, that doesn't look good at all. That's the Knight of Swords. And remember, we had the Knight of Wands before as our first card when I asked about foul play. Those are my fighter knights. Those are the ones that are coming in fast with swords drawn, weapons drawn, right? Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. So if he was locked up somewhere, I would still say there's some involvement from what I see. Yeah. I mean, these are my like divorce cards. You see what you have? Couples in trouble, couples having problems, couples in trouble, couples having problems. And we've got that again and again and again. This one may have some issues with money too, as in not wanting to pay money. There's always that, isn't there? Okay. Let's just ask, is a custody dispute related to this? Because I did write that down, even though everything seems to be pointing in that direction. Custody dispute related to this. Is the custody dispute related to the women's disappearance? I keep getting this is this is why I read tarot, folks. This is why I read tarot, because I mean, you can't make it up, right? Now we have the Lover's card, which is someone you were in a relationship with. We've got my classic divorce card here, and we've got the Devil, where the couple is in trouble. So couple trouble used to be couple. That's why I love tarot. And I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but by golly, it works for me. That's all I can say. It works for me. And in this one, it's definitely pointing to ex of Veronica, if not being the person setting it up. 3 times it's come through. 3 times. Okay, we respect what it's told us. I'm going to ask our Veronica and Jillian together at this moment. Are Veronica and Jillian together at this moment? And I mean that in human body. Let me rephrase that, because I don't want, are they in spirit together? They probably are if they're in spirit. I hate asking that, but in human body, where are their human bodies? Are they together? Oh, that's not a good card. It's really not a good card for me asking about their human bodies. Don't like that card. Don't like that card, especially when we have this guy coming in with a sword, and then we've got that final situation with the swords. I'm just going to put that card down and move on. Again, this is why I read tarot, though, because, you know, the story's here. The story's here totally of what happened. Guy came in, made him disappear, came in with weapons. It relates to the couple trouble that Veronica was having. Doesn't look really good what happened. Doesn't look really good. So let's move past that. I think Tarot's made it clear what probably happened with them. Let's ask where they can be found, the important things. So, where can they be found? Where are these girls? Where can they be found? Where can they be found? Where can Jillian and Veronica be found? Okay, so he moved them away, and we know that because they're not there. And this is our sneaky thief. I'm going to take things away from the original location. I'm going to sneak them away, act like it wasn't me. I'm going to put them somewhere. I've got two here. This is the Two of Swords. I hate all the swords that are coming through. You got to look for that. If you read tarot, you got to look for the common themes too, right? We had the Knight of Swords with the guy rushing in on the horse. When I asked about their situation, this popped in, um, and now I've got. When I asked if they were together, we've got that card, the Ten of Swords. If you don't read tarot, do you need to read tarot to look at that card and see what that means? You can kind of look at that and see that's not a good situation for those people. And now we've got more swords, weapons, weapons, weapons. So don't love the theme I'm seeing that keeps coming through. This guy snuck them away. We know that because they're not there. And then we've got two people, and these people are by water. They're in Oklahoma, aren't they? By Kansas. Now, my understanding, if I remember, is that area is pretty dry. Pretty dry. I don't know what's there. Um, but we're going to ask a little bit more about that. So, the first thing it's telling me is that he took them away, both of them. I do have blindfold on, like they couldn't see where they were going. If I don't want to ask yeah, it's so hard. If they were alive or not, if they currently are alive or not. The cards aren't lovely. I'm just going to be honest. We got the Ten of Swords. Doesn't look on good. But I don't want to ask when he took them. Were they alive when he took them? I am seeing a blindfold here with somebody taking things away. So let's just ask again, where can they be found? Like a card that represents what they are around or in the best that you can. Where can they be found? Veronica and Jillian, where can they be found? Card that best represents where they're at. Not a good card again, guys. Not a good card again. These two, you probably don't even need tarot to see the common theme here, right? They're both swords cards, weapons. One person's on their coffin, one person's been stabbed in the back multiple times. Not good cards. Mother and child up here could be alluding to correlation to her being the mother and there being a child and that situation going on. I wonder if Veronica was in an abusive relationship that she left. Let's ask that. I'm getting that vibe big time here. Was Veronica in an abusive relationship with this ex? Was that an abusive relationship? It was. It was. I see it in my head. Was Veronica in an abusive relationship with this ex? And that is why she left. Yeah. I think she may have even left and hid. This is not a good situation. Not a good situation. Okay, a clue to know where to go. We keep getting cards saying this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Not a good situation. Um, when I got this card with Brian Laundrie, and he was found outside. But let me ask, um, and he'd been wounded with a weapon. Let me ask again, a clue to know where to go. Clue to know where to go is in the land area. What does it look like? Or inside? Or what are we getting here? What are we looking for here? A clue to know where to go. What are we looking for here? Okay. I will say this is telling me like, hey, look at this in a different perspective, which I am. Because we did have a water card here, water here. And if you look really good, these people are, this is actually, this person's by water. There's ships back there. I know it's hard to see. Most people don't see that. Here's a ship, and there's a ship. It's kind of like waiting for your ships to come in. And that's telling me look at it in a different perspective. So I'm leaning towards water, even though I don't think there's a lot of water around Eva, Oklahoma. Is there? Let me just ask about water. Are they in water? Are Veronica and Jillian in water? Water can be a well or anything. Are they in or around water? There's Temperance, my angel card. All the wrong cards are showing up. And I mean that in the sense that they're all pointing to a bad outcome. A bad outcome. Now, Temperance is by water too, an angel by water. So I would take that into consideration. Might not be a lot of water around there, but they might be wells or that sort of thing. Maybe there is water in Eva, Oklahoma, and I just am not aware of it. Let's just ask how close they are to Eva, Oklahoma. Are they still in Eva, Oklahoma? Jillian and Veronica, are they still in Eva, Oklahoma? Listen, is there a bridge or something around there? I do get water again. This thing's like being put in water. What is in Eva, Oklahoma? I have to look at the map. See a bridge, possibly. That's my bridge card. Corey Gaucher jumped off a bridge. Suicide on her, but this card was the one who let me know. It also can be just being put in water, but had a lot of cards hinting water, 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 being put in water. It could be like a well or something. I mean, really, you could see that kind of being a well and something being put in it. I'm going heavy on water here. I'm getting heavy on water. That's the direction I would start looking if it was me. Okay. Just ask, was it a local person, Eva, Oklahoma, or around that area, a local person? Was this a local person, Eva, Oklahoma? Someone who is local to the area. Listen, he's going into the water again. There's a deal with that. It's so strong here. I'd look in water. It does feel like somebody who was, this card often can be, you know, the nice person. I'm going to apologize to you. I want things to work out. As a local person, it could be somebody who acted like they were helping them, wanting to help them. Just going to ask for clarification on that. It's throwing me water again. Tell me more about this person who was behind this. Feels like another traveler because we've got the horse there. Tell me more about this person who was behind this. The emperor, yeah, the father, right? Classic father. I'm guessing the ex was probably the father of her kids. I don't know. Tarot's speaking strong today, guys. I can't sugarcoat this one. Try to sugarcoat a lot of them, especially when they deal with the little ones. I'm not going to come in and say the kid was molested. I'm not going to come in and say the kid's dead. I'm not saying those things, but this one's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay. Closest known landmark. Let's just ask that. Closest known landmark. Did we ask that? We're going to ask it again. What the heck? It doesn't hurt to have two landmarks. Closest known landmark. Give us the closest known landmark, please. Again, water. Look at all that water. How in the world is there? I don't know anything about Eva, Oklahoma, but we've got the Seven of Cups. Got the Seven of Cups. Looks like a good thing, but it's not. Bad choice. Bad choice, bad choice, bad choice. Yeah. It's like they made a bad choice kind of stopping there, unfortunately. What I'm getting is they made a bad choice stopping there, unfortunately. I do feel like they stopped for some reason. It's like they fell for something. You know, somebody pulls up and they're like, your tire's low, your car's, smoke's coming out, and they get people to pull over. I just feel like there was something weird, kind of, I don't know, something, something bad. I don't know what else to say. Something bad. Um, Slowing down even and giving somebody, not giving them an opportunity, but somebody taking that opportunity. All right, as closest known landmark, this is water again. Water, 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 water. There's a 7 in there. I don't know the name of the water, but if it has anything to do with like raging rivers or, some sort of unknown, mystery, dangerous thing in its name, that's a possibility too with that card as a landmark. But I'm getting heavy on the water here. Let me just ask before we go, what else should we know? What else should we know about this situation? Because that's always a good one to ask. What else should we know? What else should we know about this before we go? Okay, that is strength, just being overpowered. I do feel like that has something to do with the location too. So I'm just going to pop that up there. I don't know what this location is, but I feel like that may have something to do with the location. It's interesting because it's the 7 of Cups and strength is the 8 card. Huh. I feel like that something about the word may have something to do with the, again, like the raging rivers or something, the being strong over something else. I don't know. We'll have to look at that one. Something about strength, power. This also was to shut her up. Shut her up. Yeah, it was. To shut her up. Yeah, Veronica had some power over this guy. She did. And he wanted her stopped. Shut up. I would really like to know the situation behind Veronica and her split because it's ugly, really ugly. Um, What will I regret not asking? That's always a good one to ask too. What will I regret not asking? What will I regret not asking? All right, so I guess I'll regret not asking about their death, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to come out and say, will they be found passed or not? That's so hard. That's so hard to ask. Could, and then both of them, does it have to be both of them? Could one have passed and one still be alive? I don't know. I feel like be a little more respectful than that. Hmm. I'll just leave it. I'm not going to ask because it's too hard. It's so hard. All right. Advice to searchers. Advice to searchers. Maybe they're both magically alive. I could not see that with these cards. Advice to searchers. Um, this is two people, one person with power over them. It is a card that suggests there may be justice in this case. The Six of Wands, or Six of Pentacles. It does make me question who would have had to maybe pay her money. um, Child support is coming to my mind. It's really terrible. It is. It just, I don't know. It just looks bad. Um, let's ask, will they be found? Will Veronica and Jillian be found? Will they be found? We'll ask if the perpetrator will be caught. Will Veronica and Jillian be found? They better be found. I'm going to be so upset if they are not found. Okay. I think there's going to be new activity in this search. I think the FBI, are they in on this already? If not, I think they're going to get in on it. I think, or higher power is what I see. And a higher power is going to look at this really good. I think there are clues left. I do. Don't feel like the person who did this was some sort of expert. So I think there are clues left. I even feel like there's clues at the scene. Yeah, I do. I do feel that. Tell me a little bit more about the clues at the scene. Let's just ask that. Tell me more about the clues at the scene. Yeah, I think related to one of the women. So, got that lion again too, which we had in the strength card. I really do think they may find the connection to one of the women. Something at the scene may connect to one of the women, which is nice. I really want that to be. And for some reason, I have like a little red stone, maybe a ring, a ruby, a little heart. There's something about that that may connect. I don't know. I just get this stuff. I don't know where it comes from. Um, and for will they be found? We definitely have new eyes on the case. Let me ask again, will they be found? Tell me about Veronica and Jillian being found. There's always a chance one of them's found and the other's not, but tell me about Veronica and Jillian being found. I hate when I get this one. High Priestess. That's things being hidden and staying hidden. Don't like that. Don't like that. I want them to be found. Tell me about the perpetrator being brought to justice. Tell me about somebody being brought to justice on this. I'm going to be mad if that doesn't happen. Tell me about the perpetrator being brought to justice. I kind of feel like it may be both of these. Well, that's somebody lying right in front of you, the Page of Cups. I mean, he's a good pretender, right? He's pretending he had nothing to do with it, but he did, because you see that in the Five of Swords. Again, we have that sword theme. One person harming two. Doesn't care. Look at this guy's face. He's happy he hurt people. He's enjoying it. And then he's over here pretending like he had nothing to do with it. Water behind both of them, curiously. We did see that multiple times throughout the reading. I want someone to be held accountable. He's going to lie. He's not going to admit it. That's what I'm seeing. He's going to lie and secretly enjoy what he did. And let me just ask about him getting away with it. Is the perpetrator going to get away with this? I still feel like there's clues at the scene, though. We keep going back to that. Is the perpetrator going to get away with this? I hate this card. That's my he goes innocent card. The fool. Fool's innocent. Don't like this. Don't like this. They stay hidden, and he pretends he knows nothing about it. And worse yet, he enjoys this, enjoys getting away with it secretly, and I'm showing he goes innocent. That I hate to see. And that is why I will read tarot regardless of my thoughts, because absolutely this is not what I want to see. But for me, the cards don't reflect what I want to see. They reflect what happens. And that's what I'm showing is what happens. Not a good situation, unfortunately. I wish I had better news. And I hope this is wrong. I would love for this to be wrong. They say even the best readings are only like 85% accurate. Mine seem to be maybe a little more accurate than that. But let's just hope this is wrong together, right? It's not looking positive. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.